Alright, we ready?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh!
Woof.
It has begun! Welcome to prime time, bitch!
Father's Day.
Welcome to your murder.
Who's buried in Midian?
Ain't nothing but dead folk.
Somewhere, hidden from sight, closer than you might think, is a place that's not on any map. Midian.
Something's breeding there.
It looks a lot like hell, but they call it home.
There goes the neighborhood.
They're not pretty. They're not neighborly.
Y'all come back now. You hear?
They're not even human. But this time, they're the good guys. From the imagination of Clive Barker comes Nightbreed.
You can't go down there.
They have only one enemy. A beast called man, sworn to destroy the Nightbreed.
Sounds like we're going head-to-head with the devil himself.
And only one chance. A man called Boone.
It's time to fight. Go get 'em, boys. I'll kill you all. What chance have we got? They're armed. So am I.
Out of your deepest fears and your darkest fantasies, Clive Barker brings you a startling new breed of adventure. I won't let you down. Nightbreed. At last, the night has a hero.
Outstanding.
You little shit.
Why, yes, but also, being fairly unloved. Anyways, starting recording in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I have no idea where that came from. Hello, everybody! Welcome to Late to the Murder Party. It's another Wolfstead production right here with you, and today, oh my god, yes, this is special. We are working on the breakdown, the build-up to episode 200. In the meantime, we're going to do a countdown of films that, honestly, we really, really like. Really, really like. So, without further ado, tonight's episode is Nightbreed. The 1990 Clive Barker, would you call it classic? Cult hit? I mean, it's Clive Barker, it's always going to be a cult hit. Yeah. And weird as fuck film, also very, very gay. And, welcome.
From Clive? No.
Welcome, everybody.
No.
Hey.
Wait, how?
That's also why it's in June. So, I hope you're enjoying Pride Month, everyone.
When we literally have the main villain killing people because he calls them breeders.
Yeah. So, where do we want to begin with this? Oh, I guess I should start with our normal introductions. With me, of course, is the lovely Xeiren.
Hello.
the equally as lovely Graveturtle, and I am apologizing because it looks like I was just staring at her tits when I actually wasn't trying to this time.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't believe you at
The
all.
moment I put any dimension on them, all of a sudden.
Huh?
But they just draw the eye.
I know, right? I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
Okay, long enough. I think everybody
Drawn-
believes me.
Drawn by a deviant art.
Nah.
Stop looking.
Yeah. The one scolding me is, of course, the Belgian in wolf's clothing, Varren Kimbold.
Jesus Christ. I had a bit. I don't know if it's gonna be good right now. After that. Where did it come from? Where did it go? Where did it come from? Mid-and-I Joe.
Chaos. Glorious chaos. Also, speaking of chaos, we have the chaotic Doc himself.
It's all true. God is an astronaut, Oz is over the rainbow, Midian is where the monsters lie, and Jesus fucking Christ, this is what happens when you sleep for over 12 hours.
God damn, boy. Yeah.
Yep.
We also have the awesome Wolfman Roy.
Hey everybody, I'm glad to review this Canadian film, eh?
And last but certainly not least, we have my good buddy, Pass the Remote. Jesus Christ, Mac tonight!
Christ.
I
I didn't expect a cameo from Moon Man here.
I don't want a Big Mac. I don't want a Big Mac.
As long as he doesn't start saying some racist bullshit, we'll be fine.
Get it away from me, get it away from me, get it away from me.
Gamer words.
Okay then. So yeah. Nightbreed. Okay. So fuck, where should we start?
Where should we start?
Maybe
Well,
we should.
usually something starts from the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is which beginning? The theatrical cut, the director's cut, the Cabal cut, the ultimate Cabal cut. Like,
So many
Visual
cuts.
novel.
Well, it is based on a novel, which apparently had the script written by the same guy who wrote the novel.
which explains a lot. Yeah.
This is his first effort after 3 years when he did Hellraiser.
Yep.
I mean, Clive did the same thing with Hellraiser. Like,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
based on Telltale Heart. Nightbreed is based on Cabal.
Hellbound Heart.
Hellbound Heart.
Hellbound Heart.
Oh yeah.
Telltale
Sorry.
Heart is-
No, Telltale Heart, that is a good, hey, that's a good story.
That wrong person. Same vein of darkness and grim death, but you know.
Although a Clive Barker Telltale Heart would be interesting.
It would.
Now, actually, I'm curious. I don't remember if I ever found out. Is the one that it's based on, was that just originally called Nightbreed? Like, was that
No,
the actual?
no,
No,
it's
it's
called
called
Cabal.
It's called
Cabal.
It's called
That's
Cabal.
what I thought. Okay.
Yeah. And this is his second
It's
time
why calling it the Cabal
doing
cut
this.
is kind of like that little bit of in joke of referencing the original story.
Okay.
I think this is second time he did this.
I
did
think
I thought the
Lord-
Cabal
Lord
cut
of
was
Illusion
because that's
before
where
his,
they
I
added
thought.
the character from Mortal Kombat into this movie.
Oh god, if this turned into Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, that'd be some bullshit.
At least we got a Scorpion back.
Yes.
God, you're creepy.
I know.
Speaking about creepy, this is the first time we see David Cronenberg in all his glory.
Yep.
Right?
Which I'm not gonna lie, it feels like typecasting because Cronenberg just plays every single villain he ever writes in his movies.
It's perfect casting, honestly. Like, I can't see anyone else.
Like in every
Right.
it helps that I wrote down in my notes every
Fuck
shot.
away from me.
In every shot in this, he
No.
looks like He looks like a mixture of fucking Egon from Ghostbusters and young Clancy Brown in certain shots. But no, it's weird.
Okay, now I need to hear David Cronenberg saying, "Where's me money, SpongeBob?"
It's either that or either imagine this Twinkie. It's the size of New York. Anyway,
Imagine this Twinkie is Midian.
According to our calculations, this has about 700 monsters, and all of them are trying to rip your flesh. That's a lot of monsters.
Also, there's a weird bubbling white stuff. Don't touch it.
Okay.
Clive Barker wants you to touch it.
Anyway.
Every good cook knows you. Every good cook knows you're supposed to leave your semen on a simmer.
Fucking hell.
If you go much higher than that, you have the risk of burning it.
See,
we're already off.
You got to be very careful in a port city where you leave your wild semen.
Good Lord.
They get everywhere.
They'll drink up all your alcohol and do all your women.
So anyway, the summary of Nightbreed.
Yeah.
A troubled young man is drawn to a mythical place called Midian, where a variety of friendly monsters are hiding from humanity. Meanwhile, a sadistic serial killer is looking for a patsy. And it stars such wonderful people as Craig Schaefer, David Cronenberg, as we've already alluded to, and Bobby, Charles Haight, Hugh Quarshire, Hugh Ross, Doug Bradley, who was criminally dubbed over in the original version.
Yes.
Catherine Chevalier, Malcolm Smith, Bob Sessions, Oliver Parker, Deborah Weston, Nicholas Vince, Simon Bramford, Kim Robertson, Nina Robertson, Christina McCorkindale, which is quite the name for someone who's playing the porcupine woman, and Tony Bluto, among others.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so God, first of all, maybe we should talk about like what cut do you go with?
In my opinion, these days you pretty much go with the director's cut. Like the theatrical cut like leaves out so much of the world building and like actually establishing what the monsters are about that you just lose what the movie is supposed to be about, which is exactly also what Fox just did not fucking get at the time.
Of course not.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it was like, if I remember the story correctly, it's like right before release, like Fox themselves took the movie, cut it to ribbons to try and make it into a slasher film, pretty much, which the movie is not. And yeah, just left it feeling with a whole bunch of dangling bits and pieces, never went anywhere. With the director's cut that we now have, at least thanks to Scream Factory and such, we get more of the actual Midian story happening, more establishing of the monster's culture and all that. And it also restores some character fates that they tried to change the theatrical cut. So, like the character Narcissus was they made him survive in the theatrical cut.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's one of the creatures.
Yeah, you know, the cut face guy, as I like to call him.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. For some reason, every time he kept talking on screen, for some reason in my head, I felt I in an alternate universe version of this, I would have casted Sid Haig, because if at certain points he felt like a full
Sid
Captain
Haig?
Spaulding.
I could see it.
Yeah, because a lot of Narcissus like scenes, I could imagine fucking Sid Haig going full Captain Spaulding, like, all right, no time for the hanky panky.
I could see Ogre.
Ogre maybe.
The director's cut is also easily accessible at the time of this recording through like Tubi and Pluto. So if you're looking for a free way to watch it, you're going to get the director's cut anyways.
Yeah.
Yes, which is cool.
Yeah, because there's also the Cabal cut, which is mostly on a Blu-ray, and then there's the fan-made Ultimate Cabal cut, which I learned last night while we were doing this. That's over 3 goddamn hours, and they restored.
Which has a lot of work print shit still.
I can't. Yeah.
A lot of VHS and work print stuff, mainly adding a lot more monster effects and adding a little bit more scenes with certain monsters that we only really see in the montage.
From my understanding, like, the director's cut pretty much has the story as it was supposed to be. The Cabal cut just adds, extra fluff.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't do this anymore. I want him gone. I feel safer over here.
Oh, so she's gonna leave me alone with the Moon Man. I see how it is.
What? You don't want to get stabbed? You don't want to get stabbed with the chin of Doug Jones?
I'd rather not be in a vicinity that looks like the bastard child of the fucking what's his nuts? That goddamn TV hack, the Max Headroom hack.
So, I'm sorry, Varren. The sacrifices must be made.
Don't look at my dick like that.
God, it looks like. I love how this model looks like it has both Botox and jaundice all at the same time.
Fuck, I can't leave you like that. Hang on.
It just deletes him out of existence.
Oh, wow.
Hang on.
Get Nicholas Vance.
Oh, that brother gone.
Well, O'Reilly, fuck it, we're doing it live. Oh God, you got him sitting on his lap.
No, okay.
There you go. There you go.
There you go.
Okay. I'm sorry, Pass. You are fucking exiled to the corner for right now.
Yeah, Kinski.
Oh my God.
Go sit in the corner and think about what you've done.
Okay. So yeah, the Cabal cut is one I couldn't really do because, man, I'm sorry, that aspect ratio, like knowing like that it is a like straight up work print for most of it. Yeah, I just couldn't deal with it. Just no. Also, when I heard what is actually swapped around, first of all, I guess Pass talked about this. What was it? It's the Cabal cut that brings up the fact that I guess supposedly Cronenberg's character, who was his name again? Decker. Decker gets resurrected, and I'm like, fuck that shit.
That was in the theatrical cut.
That was the theatrical cut? Okay, yeah, fuck, no. Yeah. Do not watch the theatrical cut. Because what the fuck? No. Decker should not... Look, I understand that they're supposed to have, like, the whole point is they're going to be hunted all their lives. There's going to be... Okay. And I did not do that very well. That's distracting. I apologize about the little line that keeps popping up from Discord over on Roy. But, yeah, it's on the side. It lights every time. Every time there's a sound, it lights up a bit.
Moon Man's gone.
Yeah, but this changes nothing for today, so, yeah, freaking, I understand that they're supposed to be, like, they're going to be hunted from now on. Like, they're always going to be hunted. There's always going to be an adversary after them. But Decker should be dead and gone because he is the first.
Yeah. Also, I think Varren's going to mention this. I did look into that. Blarker.
My forehead went flaccid.
I've turned into fucking Jerry Lewis. Anyway, Barker
the nice lady.
had a 3-picture deal with Morgan Creek. And supposedly the plan was to make another adaptation of one of his novels and a sequel to Nightbreed.
Yeah, sequel to Nightbreed, and hell, Clive even had plans to maybe even turn Nightbreed into a trilogy.
Yes. So the whole idea of the resurrection of Decker might have played into that originally, although if the director's cut is anything, maybe that wasn't the plan at all. And Morgan Creek wanted it to be the plan. It's kind of messy and sort of in that case, but there was plans to make this into a full series.
So wait, one of the problems I actually have with this film, and yes, I do actually have an issue with this film, is
heresy.
Is the fact that, and it's actually a moot point because it actually was intended to have sequel.
Yeah, it was there's a lot there's a lot of setup at the end for like stuff to be followed up and whatever not, and that was going to be the original plan. But then, of course, due to the studio fuckery and the movie not doing well because of that shit, that never materialized.
Yeah, and if you want any of the actual continuation, that's going to be through like there's the video game, there's the comics, and there's a third thing I keep forgetting, but yeah, no, like I believe was it Dark Horse? I think did the Nightbreed comics.
Wait, no, Marvel
or was it Marvel?
Up there for Epic.
Oh yeah, because I know Epic did Hellraiser, so they did do Nightbreed as well.
Don't quote me on it though.
Wait, so
so there was a 25 issue comic series of Nightbreed.
Hold the fuck on. Wait. Okay, so this was a multimedia. This is full on a franchise.
This was a full on franchise at one point. Yeah.
Holy shit! I did not know.
Those other projects didn't go very far, but there were plans.
Did the comic at least get completed?
I
25.
don't think so.
25 issues?
A full 25 issues, yeah.
Holy shit! I'm gonna have to look into that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then there was another like offshoot brand that Marvel tried to do, and he put Saint Sinners on that one.
Yeah,
that's Saints.
Yeah. Okay. By the way, okay, I have the Wikipedia right here. For the comic books, okay, there's a 4-issue adaptation which Epic did, which was more closer to Clive's original script than the theatrical run, and then after that initial 4, it then stretched to a 25-issue run before it got canceled.
Oh damn! So probably
written by Alan Grant and Jock Wedner, and drawn by Jim Balky. Apologies to the Scottish. There's also a crossover 2-part graphic novel with Hellraiser and Nightbreed called Hellraiser versus Nightbreed Jihad.
Yeah.
What a title!
I've actually heard of that. Yeah.
That's a name. There's an anthology series. There's a short little Nightbreed thing for an Epic anthology series that they did, and then Boom Studios did a 12-issue miniseries following the storyline of the director's cut specifically.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. No. There's also planned video games, but yeah, there's two video games. Granted, they are on very old computers, so this is going to be on
Commodore 64, baby.
Yeah,
and a visual novel.
Well, they call it the interactive movie, but yeah.
Yeah.
So Nightbreed, the action game, which is the Amiga, Atari ST, Commodore 64, ZX Spectrum, Amstrad CPC, and MS-DOS. If you don't recognize a couple of those, I don't blame you. A lot of that was mainly popular in Europe.
Bitch.
I'm talking about more about the ZX Spectrum and the Amstrad CPC.
And the Amstrad, yeah.
Okay, well, fair. You're probably also talking about our audience and not us, because, like, okay, well, of course,
we know. We know because we watch too much LPR. But
yeah,
yeah. And there's also Nightbreed, the interactive movie, which is Amiga, Atari ST, MS-DOS. There was apparently plans to be a third one, but the first 2 didn't sell that well, so the third one never got made. Which is apparently the story of this series' fucking life. And also, Oh, if you want to know about another, well, it doesn't say that it's being canceled, but something interesting. Apparently, there was plans to make a TV series of this.
Yep.
Yeah.
At one point there was.
Ah, yes,
point,
I
it's
actually
syndicated.
recall that. Yeah.
Yeah, based on original in 2014.
Mhm.
Morgan Creek announced the sale of the domestic rights, but the production company planned to retain the TV series. There was plans in 2018 for fucking Sci-Fi to do it,
Sci-fi.
but
Sci-fi,
little
not
Sci-fi.
sci-fi.
Syphilis.
Yeah. Who gives a shit? Although the Wikipedia ends there because, as far as we're aware, nothing's really come of it. It's kind of been stuck in the vent. It hasn't been formally canceled, but it's pretty much stuck in hell. It's stuck in hell as far as we're aware.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. But with all this talk about, of course, other stuff, we probably should talk about the actual movie.
yeah.
The
So
movie's pretty good.
the movie's good.
Yeah, it's really fucking. I really like this movie actually.
I think this movie is one of the best monster fucker movies you can show somebody.
Oh hell yes.
Okay, I understand now.
That's not just my appeal. I'm just saying.
I wasn't looking at you, but sure.
I mean, do you know who weirdly also kind of agrees with us?
Who?
Well, more specifically, call it one of the best queer horror movies of all time. Fucking Jodorowsky.
Oh,
well
yeah.
then.
Yeah,
Yeah. Jodorowsky with the special marijuana. Yes.
Yeah. He called it the first truly gay horror fantasy epic.
Yeah,
Talking about the unconsummation between doctor and patient. Granted, it's a little bit weird to think about that when the said doctor is a psychopath who Leslie Vernon may have gotten some tips from via The Mask, but that's for another day. But yeah, no, it's just this movie is. I think one of the most interesting things about it is that it's very much. You can argue it's pretty much one of the best horror movies that actually weirdly described what it's like to be a horror fan without actually being about horror fan.
There's a lot of stuff you can allude to with how it treats the monsters in this universe, because like they're of course going to be a big allegory for any kind of marginalized group.
Yes,
of course, knowing Clive Barker's history, it's pretty much a fucking allegory for his experiences as coming out as a gay man.
I was about to say, the guy who wrote Candyman?
No.
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 And yeah, like even like with Boone realizing what he is and all of that, eventually being then taken into the fold and such. Hell, even fucking what's the name of the character again? Laurie, pretty much becoming a fucking queer ally as well because of how she helps out with the monsters and all that during the movie.
Yeah.
Again, there's a whole lot of stuff where you can immediately pick out as like when you know Clive's history is like, oh yeah, that's that, and even aside from that, there's still a lot of good world building happening for this particular universe, like especially with where they're alluding that monsters from fables and all of that are just stories being made up to explain monsters from Midian.
Yeah, even the name Midian specifically comes from
Bible reference as well.
Yeah, just straight up.
Yeah, specifically.
Yeah.
Well, they messaged that the passage in the movie, the specific name Midian is from the city that Moses went to in exile for the 40 years before God gave him the burning bush, came as a burning bush and told him to free the Israelites. So, a lot of the. Yeah, I know. Again, this is what happens when you sleep for over 12 hours. But to kind of tie it back in, it's one of those ones where it's so very interestingly detailed that to cut anything out seems like a crime, and that's why, as a fascinating curiosity as might be, no, you should not watch the theatrical cut. Not at all.
No, really. you're doing yourself a disservice if you go look at that version.
Because yeah, that cuts it down to like what was it, a little over 90, I think.
An
Like,
hour and 40 and something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then the Capal cut, the director's cut, which is the one you're probably gonna end up watching, is 2 hours even.
Yep, just a nice 2 hours that really flows by really quickly.
Oh, it real flows. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's really good. Like the pacing of it is really good because it adds to both the world building. God gave Moses to that. No. If we would
You
have
said God gave Moses the burning bush.
You were yes, I know, and that's why I was like, too easy.
No, here's the thing.
No,
you say it's an STD.
Never too easy.
I say God gave Moses the special marijuana.
Yeah. And that's what happened during Boone's induction ceremony when he got the bubbling white liquid on his chest.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I think in the original script wasn't he supposed to like? I swear to God, there's a whole thing about him like coming in the eye of God, of their God or something. Like it was.
I've not heard that, but
a cum shot or something. No, it was something that was cut or something that they were like, you can't fucking put that on film, Clive. Stop it.
Well, because the whole interesting.
I don't think you're gonna get an R rating with that.
Yeah.
No.
So the whole, to kind of tie it all back, the whole idea of this is that Boone has been having dreams of a place we've mentioned multiple times called Midian, and Midian, as far as Boone was aware, is just an area where monsters live. He didn't know. Like, he's been having all these detailed dreams about different types of monsters, the way the city is, etc. So he keeps seeing a therapist, that be Dr. Decker, aka fucking David Cronenberg playing himself. Okay, not exactly himself. I've heard Cronenberg's actually a sweetheart, but the man has had his movies. Anyway, so the whole thing is seeing about these dreams, and what the film shows you apparently is that Decker gave him what Boone thinks is lithium for his for his dreams, but he actually gave him apparently a more powerful form of LSD.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kind of hallucinogenic.
Yeah, as they tell him flat out, it's like, oh yeah, no, you are having a bad trip.
You were floating, man.
You're floating.
Yeah, it's revealed later that Decker is actually this serial killer that's been killing families for about 10 months.
Yep.
And he's trying to have Boone be his patsy.
Yeah, be the fall guy.
Yeah, by using these dreams and stuff against him, basically trying to convince Boone that he's the one killing all these people and not remembering because he's gone crazy.
6 families in 10 months. And yeah, I kind of made fun of that a little bit when Pass and I were watching it, more like looking at it through the lens of like today. It's like, oh yeah, 6 families dead in 10 months. Like, and?
That's a rookie numbers.
Yeah, these are rookie numbers. Like, what's the fucking pattern here?
Wait. We were how big the families were. So he might have like a family of 3 one time, then a family of 8. Because 8 is enough.
Yeah, like, one big thing we do see how what is revealed later to be Decker works, killing families. He loves his giant ass knives, and he killed a family of 3. We see him kill the parents, and while we don't see him kill the child, it's very much implied, and I think we see photos later.
Yeah.
Dead.
Because he killed the family. He kills them during the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Like, can you tell this movie was filmed and meant to take place in Canada?
Yes. He
Well, yeah,
killed them when Alberta was playing. How dare you?
Movie takes place in fucking
Edmonton.
in Edmonton, Alberta. You know, the Texas of Canada.
Yep.
Nah. Yeah, I can. You can see that.
Yeah.
Specifically
I love how you
Alberta.
were trying to say like.
Well, it's because Alberta is specifically the state that loves to be its own independent thing and has been threatening to secede from Canada multiple fucking times.
See?
It's like,
See?
yeah, it's
No.
Texas.
That's Quebec.
That's Quebec.
Quebec.
No, Quebec does that
does
too.
that.
No, here's the thing. Quebec does that too, but Quebec does it in a very French way. Alberta is very much the Texas. Quebec is more like.
And Alberta is all the oil.
Right.
Yeah. Quebec is more like, I guess, more like the. No, not like the. I was gonna make the Belgium joke, but that doesn't really work.
What?
Wow.
I'm trying to think of like what really wants to secede from France, but like, oh, my brain is.
I don't know any of the old colonies.
Yeah, I know, it's funny as you
Algeria.
reminded me of the one
Okay,
time I
okay.
heard Alaska say, "Oh, we want to secede," and I was like, "What? And go back to Russia?
Russia.
Like, bitch, you ain't gonna be on your own."
Okay, Doc.
Either Russia or Canada takes your ass.
No,
Yeah.
my favorite thing about the whole
Ah.
Texas wanting to secede thing is like, guys, we're not gonna keep the military bases or NASA, right? If we secede, like nobody thinks about that. Like,
Yep.
yeah, they're
Well,
not
at that
gonna
point,
let us
Mexico
keep-
just takes full back over control. So it's like
yeah,
that's
it's like,
literally
no
what
one's gonna let us
happens.
keep the military bases, my dude. Like the National Guard ain't gonna do shit. Anyway,
At least we
in
have
my-
the border. Wait, where'd the border go?
Doc, so you know, Quebec is Canadian Louisiana.
Yes.
there you go.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, back,
Back on topic.
Please, for the love of
Yes.
God. I say
Just
that
help
even though
out.
I'm the one doing it. Anyway, so
I did nothing
Ba-
this time.
so Decker convinces the cops that Boone is the one who's been killing these families, and what ends up happening is that Boone ends up getting fucking RoboCopped in front of Minnie, and he gets fucking shot.
First, he gets hit by truck cunt.
Yeah,
Yes.
but he didn't get Isekai. That's a sad
Look,
part.
so out there's some world that didn't get its hero because he because of
Because
the
he
rest of
survived.
this movie. Yeah, because he came back.
Like first gets survives the attack on truck cunt, then he indeed finds Midian, where he gets fucking chased out by Moonface guy and the Dread Demon.
After first getting bit.
At the first getting bit, yeah. And then, yeah, as Doc says, gets, confronted by the cops in front of that. And Cronenberg, and then...
He has a
Decker is out there
gun!
as well. He's got a gun! And apparently
Got a
the
gun!
Alberta police are just as trigger-happy as American police and just fucking riddle him with bullets.
Meanwhile, in the
Where's the-
Sam Peckinpah movie,
Where's the gun?
He reached
reaching
into his
He
jacket.
reached into his jacket. It's like, bull fucking shit.
yeah,
Hey, it does seem unrealistic, but if Boone was a black guy,
but the
And it's-
detective was black.
I was just gonna say he's literally the one questioning.
yeah, no, Clive knows all about that one. Jesus.
Yeah.
Anyway, so after we get reactions of Laurie seeing Boone dead and them trying to interrogate, because
Which
again,
I do have to say real quick with that whole examination scene, there was a very thin veil over Boone's face.
Yeah, like,
It's
what is this, a wedding? Like, what the
you
fuck?
really didn't need to remove that veil in order to see the face. We could clearly see it already.
Normally,
Look.
you would have like the full sheet would go right over the entire body.
That's
Yeah.
literally how it's supposed to go.
instead of
yeah.
a little hanky.
listen, budget cuts happen. We had to make some compromises. Okay?
We threw a doily over his face. Like,
in some reason it might be more symbolic. I don't know. Anyway, so after the police start interrogating Laurie, basically, because again they're working under false pretenses of Boone is the guy who decided to kill families. What ends up happening is that Boone resurrects somehow as a monster.
By the
And
power
thus-
of the bite.
by
Yep.
the power of bite, and basically becomes Nightbreed. So what ends up happening after is that he goes back to Minion and going to the trial of the tribes of the moon. as you do, gets accepted into Cabal, into Midian, and becomes a full Nightbreed. Then we switch over to Lori, basically going through grief and trying to figure out, wait, this story makes no sense. My boyfriend wouldn't be killing families, which, if this was real life, I mean, if this was real life, Dahmer might have something to say about that, but that's another story. But Lori goes to the small town where Midian is, because as for the monsters, Midian is a city underground. For everybody else, Midian is a cemetery, which,
yep,
if we're going to tie into the goths and the horror fans, it makes a lot of sense.
Nothing
So
dead but dead people.
sometimes dead is better. We're not covering that movie.
See, the other side of the cemetery is where the kids from Return of the Living Dead are partying.
Jeez. Oh, things are gonna go
Wade
great.
and Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they'll
took
be
away
fine.
Wade. They're for JJ. Anyway.
We will get to that.
Woo, foreshadowing. Anyway, so we go through Midian, but Decker, wanting to clean up loose ends, as one does, goes to that town and.
God damn it! No, I'm sorry. Doc, what the fuck was that? That was like a weird. If you had lines in front of you, that was a weird line read.
Yeah.
We go through Midian.
Ookami, what are you doing?
Excuse me?
Yeah. What are you?
I'm not.
Pass is floating.
Motherfucker's moving himself. My hands haven't touched the mouse all fucking recording, other than the time where I moved this all over here. Oh shit! Yeah, he knows how to. Oh, he can.
He's figured out. He's figured out rotation.
Oh no! Continue, Doc.
I'm sorry, folks. My brain's fried, and that was very distracting. Anyway.
Wow.
So cleaning up. My brain is fried. It's been 12 hours. So.
But is it Kentucky Fried?
No, churches.
No, more in this case, country fried steak. Anyway, so Lori goes to the small town, which I forget its name. And I apologize to Canada.
I don't think it's important.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Fine. It's just a Hodug town that has a trucker stop. Okay?
The
It's Alberta.
instructions
That's
that
like
the instructions that
everybody.
one guy gave anyway for getting to Midian are wrong anyway. So.
Well, yeah, because I actually saw that in the trivia thing. If you follow those steps, you end up in the middle of an oil field next to a fort.
Exactly.
So, going through, Lori goes to where Midian is, finds Midian, and ends up saving the lives of one of the monster's kids. Good old what's the kid's name? Babette,
yes.
Baby.
which is the daughter of
Rachel.
Rachel. Oh, really? Rachel?
Yeah, the name is just Rachel. Like she calls her name something like Babette, and then herself Rachel.
Rachel.
Yeah.
Rachel. Anyway,
What's funny is like every time I see Babette out in the sun, in the little like monstrous half cat form, I just go, "Aw, I need to get home."
you got
She's
cat.
so cute.
I got a
Yeah.
little bit of more like I get a little bit of like Cronenbergian naked mole rat.
Let's like I said,
The alien from Mac and Me.
It's got very feline like eyes.
Yeah, it's
although
supposed to.
very rodent like body, so it's like half cat.
Yeah.
Funny enough, played by twins, so this is like the horror version of the Olsens. Except I actually prefer Babette over the Olsen twins, but that's another story.
Entirely different story. Moving on.
I misunderstand why you guys let me on here. I'm the king of tangents.
And why we let you do the movie summary?
Because this is just my job.
I don't know how that happened. Yeah.
This is my job now, apparently. We've been doing this. We've been doing this for the last couple. This is my job now, apparently. So after Lori, after a
Wiffle
kind
ball
of a little
bat.
bit of after a little bit of
Continue.
after a little bit of a after a little bit of kerfuffle with the monsters wanting to accept Lori, but the main head of Midian of Lylesburg, that's a name, says no. Boone ends up leaving Midian for a little bit to be with Lori, but of course with Decker following Lori, Decker finds out about Boone still being, well, not alive, but again they very much specify no, he's not
Mostly
alive.
dead.
Up and walking.
Yeah, there's a difference between mostly dead,
Dead
dog
and
dead.
all dead.
He's opened his mouth. So Decker ends up going to the police, and what ends up happening, Boone gets recaptured by the police, and in the midst of the cops who are basically, I know it's Canada, but
This was Redneck County.
Yeah.
Which from
Again,
what I
Alberta.
understand, which is funny for Alberta. From what I understand, Redneck County is more Newfoundland, but that's another story. But
No, Newfoundland is the fucking Appalachians.
Yeah.
True, Alberta might be more
rednecks.
like. Well, there's a difference between. There's a difference between Appalachian.
These are good old boys.
Yeah, good old boys. Yeah, that with a police station that's armed to the fucking teeth, but judging by that one fucking scene.
And they're also getting a whole mob together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
So-
it's just.
So yeah, after a press conference happens, and the sheriff basically finds out, basically finds out, motherfucker is dead. How is he still walking? We then essentially get a setup for a battle of Midian, where the police run on by Decker, swarms Midian, and just all out battle ensues.
Yep.
And at the end, Midian burns to the ground, but a good chunk of the monsters survive and end up following Boone, now known as Cabal, wink wink nudge nudge, and ends up having them become their default leader and try to find, and the plan is to find a new home for them, find a new Midian.
Yep. Also, I love how Roy just keeps popping in and out of existence on his right arm there.
Green screen technology, it's magical.
Yes.
No.
As opposed to
Roy,
when Varren decided to.
Oh yeah, that time I suddenly got taken by Odin.
Long rambly thing aside, that it's basically a really great sort of story of it's, again, knowing we've mentioned with Clive's whole thing about being for marginalized communities, this is definitely one of those, but it's also a really great kind of twist on sort of the classic sort of like universal monster story. Like, for example, like with the ending scene pretty much being like, if you gave the mob to burn down Frankenstein automatic weapons instead of torches.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's, I think also now thinking about it, it's actually kind of funny. Whereas like if this was made today, you could totally see it as being a fucking Del Toro picture.
Oh, Del Toro would be
definitely.
fucking all over
or
it.
Inaratu, or
Although honestly, you could argue Del Toro already kind of did with like how he loves with stuff like certain parts of Hellboy and
yeah, it's just a lot of the themes that this movie deals with is also shit Del Toro has been doing. So I'm just like,
yeah, and that's the thing. It's like it's one of the like Nightbreed to me is one of those movies where if you want to cement yourself as a horror fan, you watch this and you understand why you love it in a weird way. Because a lot of like just the weird sort of shared community in Midian reminds me of being hanging out with you guys, but also seeing like horror conventions and seeing all these different like film festivals and midnight premieres. Like you see all these walks of weirdos and cosplayers and just gorehounds. It's weirdly beautiful in a way, and I will say that's the thing about the filmmaking in this. Some shots in this weirdly do really work.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a lot of really good color grading, and certain shots with like shadows and stuff work really well.
Midian really feels like a lived-in place.
Oh, yeah.
It does.
Even with like, even if we don't see a whole lot of it, like we immediately get a sense of just how long it's been there and how long people have been there, like getting the traditions down and all that. How everyone is just, considered like, all right, you go here, you go there, and all that. So,
yeah.
Can I have my moment to gush about? Okay, you know me.
I'll get them off.
I'm a practical effects junkie, especially when it comes to 80s and 90s.
Same, sis.
This is peak practical monster effects of the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, because it was all the movie was being made in 88 and 89. So
came out in 90, and it's fucking gorgeous. There is not like as gross. Even like the monsters that are like, oh, that's gross. I'm like, yes, but that's a good effect. Like, oh my
that guy
god,
got stuck in the washer.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Like it's grotesque, but it is beautiful. Like just the effects, the practicals. People exploding when when shit goes down.
I felt so bad for that one guy who got thrown into the sun and then just calcified and exploded.
Oh, I felt so bad for him.
The guy with the dog and the rabbit.
Yeah, the guy with the dog.
Yeah,
it's past, but it is because it's like, oh yeah, like send him. It's like, or like yeah, he needs to defend. It's like, what the fuck is Phil Collins with a dog gonna do?
You're gonna do a drum solo on you motherfuckers.
I can feel it calling in the air tonight. And it's exploding!
Okay, so...
Boom! I can feel it coming in the face of God. Tonight.
It's... Kaboom!
But yeah, it's gorgeous, and oh my god, the porcupine woman, oh...
Yeah. So
you'll see her again in X-Men 3.
I'm sorry, I might have actually needed that mop, like you just said.
Yeah. I think also I read somewhere, like I can't remember the guy, but like someone actually claims that this movie is the most authentic X-Men movie we have.
I could see it. Yeah. It because the true horror of it too, of like being a mutant.
Yeah. So of course to talk about
and Rachel's ability. Sorry.
Yeah, for us to talk about the more technical side. So I can't fully confirm this because there's a lot of artists credited and they all do amazing, but the main two that are credited with helping out with the main creature designs of the characters of Minion is Bob Keane, who's worked with Clive a lot because he's the one who also did stuff for Hellraiser and Candyman, and also actually weirdly enough an ILM vet because he worked for models for Star Wars Episode 4, but he also did stuff for like Dark Crystal, Superman, Alien, Neverending Story, Waxwork. Later on, he would do Event Horizon because his company Image Animation did for that. And then the other big one, also for special makeup, they also did stuff like Dog Soldiers. Oh god, the 2000s,
okay.
the 2000s Dungeons and Dragons movie. Kroll, Life Force.
Hell yeah, Life Force.
Fuck yeah, Life Force.
Oh yeah, like that scene with Rachel in the police station where she gets that cop killed by being naked. That's an allusion to Life Force.
Oh hell yeah, straight up. Yes. By the way, now that you've mentioned that, keep an eye out next year. We're gonna finally fucking cover that.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Use
so
my
no.
body.
Giggity. So and then the other
on-screen kiss.
The other big name for Image Animation that's credited, that's kind of the main one, is Jeffrey Portis. I say Portis because his name is spelled Port Ass, but I want to make sure I got the name right. Port Ass! Good old Port Ass.
Good old Port Ass.
God damn it.
But they're also credited. They're credited also for helping out with special effects on this. But also they did make up for, again, Life Force, Highlander, the first two Hellraisers, Lair of the White Worm, which is a fun thing.
Oh hell yeah.
Yep. And Highlander 2: The Quickening. Yeah, boy.
We do not talk about that one.
McCloud, we must go back to Zeist.
Look, the effects are
Get
not.
the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here! First of all, like the effects are not the biggest, or not the actual issue with that film. Let's be honest, okay?
True. It's not Jeffrey or Bob's fault for that. But no, yeah, Image Animation does this very because again, these are the same guys who helped out with Hellraiser, and if you've seen Hellraiser's effects,
Yes, I have.
Much nice to show you.
Yeah, man. They are very, very good at...
Stay tuned.
Quick nudge. They're very good at kind of the evolution of sort of the Tom Savini style of more realistic blood and guts and muscles tearing and things like that. But for this, there's very good, creature designs where they're not exactly human, but they're but the humanoid aspect and just enough monstrous aspects really, really work. I love, you have, we mentioned, we have poor Bad Bat in the sun with the cat naked mole rat thing, but you also see a lot of these creatures. There's some creatures with more jaguar-like features and the bug eyes. We see.
I'm armed too.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy.
I'll give you 2 reasons.
Who, I'm not gonna lie, I saw that. My immediately thought was, man, if he survives through the future, that's pretty much Guado from fucking Total Recall. But start the reactor.
Wait, start the reactor.
I gave you what you want, Guado. Now give these people air. There's also we mentioned Ookami mentioned the guy who is the continuing X-Men, who's basically like the Blob if he was an actual Blob, so no bones. And of course the big.
I wish I had no bones.
So, and then of course the big centerpieces was mainly Baphomet, who is in Nightbreed Lord, is the god and constructor of Midian.
That was a beautiful design.
Yeah, which they don't necessarily say is the Baphomet as in hell, but it's pretty much implied.
No.
He's just standing there.
Menacingly.
Yes.
Yeah. That, and of course the big thing being the Berserkers, which are these just giant.
They will want to suck your cock, Berserker.
Well, he makes that joke, but there is that when the Berserkers attack the cops, one of them does grab a guy by the balls.
It did.
Yeah.
They are wanting making fuck Berserker.
But yeah.
Oh, the Berserkers actually. Okay, I actually got to say real quick, that one gave me vibes of Rawhead Rex.
A little bit.
Probably
those fucking things.
A little bit. Rawhead Rex vibe I got is the fucking bugbear from Big Trouble in Little China.
There's that too.
Right.
Yeah.
Which, although I will say right now, with kind of the lore and design of Midian, it's if no one's made a tabletop RPG of this, they probably should.
Takes notes.
Yeah, I could see that. Take those notes.
So, yeah. So the big thing about
we could be rich.
So, I'm gonna end my thoughts because I've been rambling for way too fucking long. Somebody should stop me, please, for the love of God.
I don't even mean that in a mean way, but yes. Wrap up your thoughts so we can let others talk.
You give him the shovel.
Please stop me for the love of fucking God.
This is why I said I need a wiffle ball bat, but
No, you need a Hawaiian stickball bat.
Oh yeah, there you go.
To end my rambling, honestly, while maybe not truly essential, like if you want to watch Clive Barker, I would say watch Hellraiser and Hellraiser 2 first before watching Nightbreed. I still think this is essential in anyone's collection, even after watching Hellraiser and Hellraiser 2, because man, this I wouldn't have. It's hard to not describe a horror movie with a heart and not mean it literally, but I think this is one that is weirdly one of the most comforting horror movies I've ever seen.
Yeah.
With all the gore and creature stuff aside, it's weirdly like one of
In
the
the,
more.
in the end, it's all about family.
It's just that it's just
That's the thing that the Cabal cut has. As they're about to assault on Midian, Dominic Toretto comes out in his muscle car to go help. Because it's all about family.
That's a fucking crossover. Jesus Christ. Anyway,
hey,
I'm done.
You watch the fuck out of that.
Okay.
I know I would.
Sis, you've been patient. You've been quiet. What are your
I've
thoughts?
I've been enjoying the chaos, honestly.
Okay, fair enough. Do you want to continue to enjoy? We'll let the other guys say their piece.
I mean,
and then it's like us ladies will wrap it all up.
Basically, it comes down to this.
Mm-hmm.
If you like obscure horror stuff, this is your movie.
Mm-hmm.
If you are an outsider of any flavor, you're going to love this movie. If you're queer, you're definitely going to love this movie.
We were all brought together on this one on many levels.
Yeah, this is one of those ones that, like Doc said, I would definitely consider it up there with essential viewing. Like, I would show this one to anyone who was squeamish about Hellraiser and the kind of stuff that's in Hellraiser, and just be like, hey, if you have to watch a Clive Barker movie, this is the one.
Mm-hmm.
Because this one feels like is the one that's closest to Clive's heart, in all honesty. It's not Clive's best work. I would never call it Clive's best work. But certainly the one closest to it, the story that's closest to Clive's heart.
Mm-hmm.
Out of everything I've seen.
There's his best, and then there's his most personal.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yes, and this is definitely, in my opinion, what feels like to be the most personal work so far.
It's a very cozy horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
The only criticism I have of the version I watched was the explosions went on just a tad too long. But other than that, this is like the warm, fuzzy horror movie.
I can
see that as well. But at the same time, like, this was during the era of like Terminator and Terminator 2. So I kind of understand where the aesthetics of the explosions are coming from.
Mm-hmm.
It was just kind of the style at the time.
Also, I also get the sense that that was on purpose to really kind of forcefully and show you that no, Minion will be no more after this because it's burned to the fucking ground.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's like I get it.
Yeah.
It's just like as I'm watching the movie, I'm like, okay, it's destroyed.
Oh, even we made fun of that. Even Pass and I made fun of that.
And it's destroyed.
It's
and then there's another explosion. And it's kaboom again. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Michael Bay is really hard right now, and he doesn't know why.
Bless you.
Don't trip that claimer or take your balls faster than a fucking hedge clipper. Okay. That was an actual line from the fucking movie. Don't look at me like that.
Yeah.
Right. Now I remember.
Okay,
I
I actually do. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, right.
Yeah. But yeah, I was very glad we decided to cover this one because honestly, it's up there for.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably say it's top 10.
Well, I mean, because like it came down to it, I thought about the 7 films which I mean, Plans have now changed. Originally, we were supposed to cover another one, and 7 was supposed to like be leading. Like number 7 was supposed to be our 200th episode, but that's okay. Things worked out really great. I think everybody's gonna love what the 200th episode is going to be. But I thought about it, and I'm like, okay, what are some of our favorites? Like, what are some of the films?
No spoilers.
You hush, yeah, no. But like, what are some of the films that have brought our community together, like our group together? And I realized, I'm like, Nightbreed is on that list. Nightbreed has to be on that list.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I think if I remember correctly, the first time I saw part of this movie was like one of the back in the old Rabbit days. When we did just a whole bunch of movie things there. I think that's where I first saw like at least part of it, because like due to some scheduling conflict or something, that I only came in like the last third act. So
yeah, I remember that.
Right.
Yeah, there was that. There's it's one of those ones where it brings outcasts together. So it had to be covered. Does anyone else have any final thoughts on this?
Like I said, it's in some parts you can still see that this movie has like some stuff cut out in it, but it's still again, it's a movie that like makes its world building like very plain and establish it as quickly as it can. As the more the movie progresses, of course, you definitely feel a lot for the monsters. Like they are obviously the ones you want to have be the good guys and such. And fuck, David Cronenberg again, just such a goddamn good villain that you would not expect out of anywhere. Like, of course, the man is known for his fucking body horror, but apparently the man can also be intimidating as all fuck.
I think it's because one of Cronenberg's things he loves to do with his villains and his movies, and he does in his performance here, he's very clinical about his psychosis. Like, he seems very flat throughout a lot of the movie, but in the way that's not like boring.
Yeah, he presents himself as flat, but like underneath the surface, as soon as he's like talking more, like especially when he's giving that one speech against that guy for like why he's killing. Like that's when it really starts to fucking come out.
There's that. I mean, when he's like talking to Boone, like trying to like convince him of stuff, like the way he talks about it, I'm like, I mean, like talking from experience there, Doc. Like Jesus Christ, my friend. Like, yeah, it's one of those things where even if I somehow went into this film not realizing that Cronenberg is playing a villain, I know he's playing a villain.
Yep.
Just that character alone. It's like you'd meet that motherfucker like on the side of a street and you'd be like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Something got his attention.
And as you alluded earlier as well, Sis, it's a special effects smorgasbord of just of things being shown to you, and whether it's just regular practical makeup, good costume work, body work and all that, fucking set design, oh my god. And yeah, I would have loved to have seen, of course, this movie have done better, and we actually got that sequel that we're supposed to be coming, but of course studio's going to be studioing, and well, we have the thing we have now, at least. And hell, it was not until like 2014, if I remember correctly, that we had a proper version of the director's cut available. So
true.
Yeah, because there was fan edits for a while, but then Mark Miller, that's with an E.
Not that one.
He, not him, the other one. Found work prints and stuff like that, and teamed up with both Clive and Fox and Screen Factory in order to actually get a beautiful HD cut of the director's cut.
Yeah. And yeah, that's definitely the version you should be going towards if you're going to be checking out this movie.
Definitely.
Wrap up?
Perhaps. Roy, do you have anything you want to add?
Yeah, way back when me and friends first saw this, we had an argument. I saw the Cabal cut, whether or not the Midianites are really Jinn. If you think
Jinn?
about it, Jinn, yes.
Pest, you?
Yeah, are you good? Are you good there,
Are
dude?
you
You're
seizuring?
fucking-
Are you okay?
You're tweaking out here.
You're shaking like a chihuahua. What's wrong?
What's going on?
Chihuahua
I
trying to take a
don't
shit.
know.
Like you're
going
constantly
on?
fiddling around with your model, and it seems that your model is not liking what you're doing.
I don't know.
I told you to lay off the Folger's coffee.
No.
He secretly
Stop
replaced the
being a
coffee with
monster.
Vulture's crystals.
Let's see if he
No,
finds
I
out.
thought you said not to drink anymore. You didn't say I couldn't put it up my ass.
Look, you want a butt chug? I don't care. That's between you and like.
And your butt.
Yeah.
And your butt, yeah.
It's like between you and a doctor. I don't give a damn.
Though I will say, tip, go with cold brew. Oh boy, that first one was a little rough.
Anyway,
You're right.
Well, no, I mean they're from way back in ancient times to like the Mesopotamian plains. Wouldn't that count them as sort of, in biblical terms, jinn?
Baphomet, maybe.
Baphomet, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe.
Like the other ones are definitely I think are whole again different flavors of monsters and whatever not like yeah, some
Right.
are old but some are also very recent still. So
Roy, if you're looking for anything that would be in the realm of that mythos,
Right.
I think the closest you're going to get is the Midianites being allegories for Nephilim, because they all have some. Because
yeah,
they all
that's
have.
yeah.
That's because they all have some sort of humanoid aspect,
Yeah, that makes sense.
and the Nephilim were literally the children between the fallen angels and humans. Although that's in a non-canonical
Right.
book, because that's a direct pull from Enoch.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. So yeah,
biblical canon aside.
yeah, biblical canon
Biblical
aside.
canon aside,
Well, we saw what happened to the priest. It gave him a big head. So,
which is so funny. If you go to the IMDb page, the portrait for that guy, for the guy who plays that, is literally him post burning.
Right.
He's got a 5 head.
So yeah, no, definitely, I highly recommend checking this film out. Check out the director's cut. You can find that fairly easy.
Yep.
If you really, really want to dig around, you can try and find the Cabal cut, but it is like out of print. And was like kind of instantly out of print because it was a limited release.
Yeah, very limited Blu-ray release.
Yeah. But yeah, it's I highly recommend this film. Highly. So
Oh, definitely.
I think with all of that said, Xeiren, where can people find you?
Xeiren, that's spelled Xeiren. You can find me over on TikTok. You can find me on Instagram, Threads, and the Blue Sky. And you can find myself over on Varren's Twitch channel, invading every Monday and every Friday until the foreseeable future.
Excellent. Grave, where's the turtle today?
I'm putting together real estate listings for the residents of Meridian. They're gonna find a new home.
Slight name change to throw off the feds. I like it.
They're meridians. They're not midians. You don't have to. You no midians here. All right.
The best,
If
the best
they were,
part
if,
about that is
if
there's
they
a
suddenly
small.
were in, sorry, go ahead.
The best part about that is there's a small town called Meridian, not too far from where I grew up, where there's a lot of land they can hide on.
Although again
Convenient.
for me, it's funny you quote unquote mispronounce it as Meridian. For me, it's like if they're on Meridia, well, they might get turned into blood ravens then.
There.
You better make sure your stuff is all locked up.
You can find me over mostly at twitch.tv/VarrenKimbold, where every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 p.m. Central European Time, you can see me play all kinds of fun games. Mondays are RPGs with his red-haired menace. Wednesdays, strategy, shooter, something else with an S. And Fridays, we play whatever hell we can find. Currently, at time of recording, we are still balls deep in fucking Date Everything. And hopefully I'll be able to finish that so I can get a second edition going of the Summer of Evil, but we shall see if we can get to that. And of course, you can find me everywhere else you can find me on Blue Sky. You can also find me over on YouTube and TikTok, everywhere as VarrenKimbold. Or just search my name in your preferred search engine, and you're bound to stumble on me somewhere.
Excellent. Pass.
You can find me on Twitch. That's going to be twitch.tv/passtheremote, where you'll find me and Ookami riffing things on Mondays and Tuesdays. You'll also sometimes find me on YouTube at Pass the Remote CF. And you find me on Blue Sky at Pass the Remote, and on the desiccated husk of Elon Musk's ego, also known as twitter.com, under Pass the Remote CF, where I just say things and don't take things seriously and shitpost all the time until I run out of posts per day.
Excellent. Right.
You could find me here at Wolfstand Productions at the Late to the Murder Party, as well as the Red Light and the Starlight. You can also find me over at X at capital R, capital L, capital P, capital S, Starlight. Yes, RLP Starlight. Send some recommendations and accommodations. I'd love to hear hi from you. It'd be nice to hear from you. I also do reviews and lists over at criticlist.com. Go check us out.
Excellent. Doc.
Only social media I really use is Blue Sky. That's ki.doc.bsky.social. I also have a letterbox that's under Chaotic Doctor. If I'm not here for Wolf's Den, you can also find me at Red Light and Starlight. Or if you pledge $1 a month, you can find me at TNR Twisted Nuts Radio, where I give you an hour plus of music from the other side of the tracks. My own personal little musical Midian, if you will.
Excellent. And you can, of course, find me here on YouTube and Podbean under Wolfston Productions. From goofy-ass anime to the shocking horror, Wolfston Productions, your number one stop for equally nerdy reviews of nerdy media. I am probably going to change that up a bit, but I'm still figuring it out. It's one of those things where, like, you say it so many times that it becomes a muscle memory, and then trying to say something else kind of throws a wrench in it all. But that aside, you can also find me over on Blue Sky under Mistress Ookami. That's right, Mistress Ookami. That's my name. Don't wear it out. And you can also find me over on, well, if you're feeling extra generous, you won't really find me, but you'll find us, you'll find our backlog, you'll find Doc, you'll find all sorts of stuff. If you're feeling extra generous, head on over to the Wolfston Patreon. We can get access to episodes that may or may not drop to the general public, episodes that most certainly will not be dropping to the general public, behind the scenes, all sorts of goodies, all for a measly $1 a month. Remember, folks, your $1 a month, it goes a long, long way to our therapy.
What is this therapy you speak of?
And with all of that said, please keep watching horror movies, keep watching awesome special effects, junky films, Clive Barker, check his stuff out. Like, legitimately, it's interesting. It is very interesting. You check out his video game too.
And his art.
Was that
have Jericho that I still need to get through.
I was gonna say, yeah, check out Jericho. That's supposed to be actually really interesting. Till next time, folks. Good night.
Woof.